Okay, class. Basically, actually, we are almost finished the whole chapter. Okay, if you remember in the previous lesson, okay, we mentioned. We have gone through the video clip regards the Maitreya Buddha. If you remember, so the Maitreya Buddhas, we have gone through the animations, and then we noticed that it is so beautiful. And then after the there's conclusion here. You see, let's take a look. There's totally 3 conclusions here. Okay, is number 1 is closeness. Okay, meaning to say that if you compare 6 desirous heaven, it's very close to earth. Okay, but I say it's a little bit ridiculous. Why? Because if everything go back to the mind, even though it's not pure very far away, it's a mind problem. Where got close or not close? You see, sometimes we have to use our brain a little bit. I mean not 100% accept. Am I right, Elena? Challenge him, Elena. Okay, so number 1, then it's about the close. The second is easy attainability. But this is true if compared with the Western Pure Land. It's more easy attainable. Because the Western Pure Land, you still need for about certain concentration. But for the Maitreya Buddha, it's much more simple. Much more simple. Meaning to say that you just observe the 5 precepts, and then you chant the name of the Maitreya, even without one pointedness, then you're able to reborn to the Pure Land. And lastly, it's about what? Let's take a look. It's a universal accessibility, meaning to say that you see, need not necessarily vow to attain the body mind. Okay, class, you have to remember regarding the Western Pure Land. Okay. Basically, if you learn the Buddhism, according, there will be the difference if you learn the Western Pure Land, if you get the Western Pure Land concept from Jin Kong Lao Fa Shi and maybe from Insun Fa Shi, they might be different. The reason is due to the origins of the commentary. Basically, okay, is there anyone you come to know Western Pure Land through Jin Kong Lao Fa Shi? Probably. Okay, Yokwa. Okay, so Yokwa, okay, I think are you able to see the difference between Jin Kong Lao Fa Shi and Insun Fa Shi? There is a difference, right? Quite different, right? Okay, in Jin Kong Lao Fa Shi, it is compulsory for being Buddha for the Pure Land. It is compulsory or necessary.
I think so.
So, okay, if that's so, for Jin Kong Lao Fa Shi, meaning to say it still follow, what the Indian commentators say. Because in Indian, for Insun Fa Shi, who follow, the Indian commentator. But for the, Jin Kong Lao Fa Shi, he follow mostly on, the Chinese commentator. Because Western Pure Land, actually, the commentary, you can notice it. It is available in Indian, 1,000 years ago. I think just maybe about 1st century, 2nd century, they noticed already the commentary in Indian, regards to Western Pure Land, you see. Okay, so meaning to say that, but in Indian, the comment, but later on, the Western Pure Land, the method have been spreading through the Silk Road, okay, to Xinjiang. They call it as a Western region. Basically, in Western region, okay, they have their way. They have do some adjustment to the Pure Land method. Okay, some they do some adjustment to the Pure Land method, and they have their own development. Then later on, the Pure Land method spread to the Chinese. Okay. But Chinese, it seems that even though before the Western Pure Land method, the Dhamma includes like Nikaya, okay, like the Abhidhamma, so many methods has spread to Chinese between 4th century to the 7th century. But due to the internal war, due to the king, the destructive action from the king, okay, finally it ends up that still the Western Pure Land and the Zen, they are the one which is most popular. they got some historical background. So I think Sally, if you're able to take more, I mean, like the Fashion, Xuan Zhuang, all this, I mean, we call it as a documentary. The more you will understand what I say. There is a lot of things happens between these two people, especially there will be three. I mean, the destruction of the Triple Gem, it happened before in China. In China, once the king, the mood is very good, they will help you to establish and develop a Buddhism. Between, I mean, it's about 4th century to 5th century, Do you know that the monks and nuns, it can be reached 1 million, and the temple could be 1,000, Even the king themselves also feel scared. So many monks. So who go to work? So go to pay the tax. So want to become a soldier. See? So later on, our monks, I don't know why. Maybe they're over smart. They become richer and richer. You know how? Because they can manage the finance very well. Because some they are elite before they become the monk. So they start they start become the loan shark, They become loan shark, really, because they are so smart, you say, they become the loan shark. Then they loan out the land also, loan out the land. I mean, and then the population become poorer and poorer. They become richer and richer until it is threatening the government, So and then there's a conflict between Taoism and also, the monk Buddhism, Then once the Taoism, they win the heart from the king, the emperor, So they speak the bad mouth behind Buddhism, So finally the destruction comes. Wow, that one is very horrible, you see. So they will just force all the monks and nuns to renounce, okay, and then they will just they will break all the Buddha statues, and then all the sutra, they just burn it. So terrible, you see. So that's why in the later on, if you go to visit China, it seems the temple, the Buddha statue is getting bigger and bigger, right? Just take a look, you see. We call it as a Yungang, the Shiku, you see. For example, okay. Let's take a look, you see. So this is the cave, which was built up due to the religion, you see. Some, they look so big, you see. Actually, it's quite big, Like this one is Yungang Shiku. Then some is this, you see. This all looks big, All carry this. All have been built more than 1,000 years ago, See, all this is very big, Why? Because the biggest is the difficult for being destroyed, If you're the soldier sent by the emperor, you go to demolish the Buddha statue. Half there already are still just destroy the nail only. So you don't destroy already. So that's why in the very beginning, all the statues very small, They just smash it easily, you see. So they're getting smart. Then later on, some they realize how anicca of the king, the emperor, So they carve all the sutra in the cave, you see. So they let you see. So this is in the cave. They carve the sutra. Fangshan Shiku. This is the one. It's around Beijing. You see. So this is the cave. You see. You can go and pay for visiting. So this is the sutra being carved. And the activity of carving the sutra sustaining about a few hundred years. You see. Because all feel so sad for the destructive action by the emperor, and then once they start, they want to continue because they feel insecure from the emperor, you see. So they do this all activity. So next time we go to Beijing, don't always think about the duck only Go to look for the cave. It can make you feel more appreciate. But I think most of the visitors they are not interested to this type of thing. But the Buddhists, so you can Yong Sing Amanda, you are more young, so after MCO you go to Beijing, maybe you can plan for it. So this is very meaningful. So this is something you can see. But now the monk, I think, so this is two things we discover from history. Okay. Okay. Why I'm talking all this stuff? I forget why I start to talk until here. Okay, let's take a look. Let's go back to here. It's about the universe. It's about the body mind. I can remember already. It's about what? The Jing Kong Lao Fa Shi and also the the Indian commentator. Okay, and then I start talk about that. Okay. Okay. One more. Some people say. Okay. Can Guan Shan read it up? Some people say.
Some people say if we are to be reborn in Maitreya Pure Land now, what we will do after Maitreya Buddha enters Nirvana if we have not been liberated from birth and death by the time. These people are fearful of not seeing a Buddha or hearing the Dharma and thereby regressing. They do not know that Sakai Muni Buddha is compassionate, that he has given us the future descending Maitreya Buddha. The path of the Buddhas are the same. So will not Maitreya Buddha tell us how to associate with the future Buddha too?
Yeah, some people say. Oh.
Hello?
Hello, yes. Yeah, Guan Shan, you can read. Some people
Is
say.
my line breaking? Actually, I finished the sentence already. Sorry. Some people say previously it was said that one should to be avoid being born in the heavens is that one does not born in the longevity heavens through one's profound meditation. In the heavens of real desire and in the material bodhisattva inner court of Tusita, one frequently future Buddha leads to the Dharma answers. So it is to be reborn there. Some people say sorry, I disconnected already.
Okay, never mind.
So I was in.
Yes.
Okay. So sorry.
No, never mind. Guan Shan, your line.
Okay.
Okay, never mind. Your line is quite bad. Okay, let Amanda read it out. Okay, Amanda, you please read it. Some people say.
Okay.
Amanda.
Some people say previously it was said that one should cultivate the divine Dharma without wanting to be a divine being. So why talk about seeking to be reborn in Tusita heaven? The primary reason that one wants to avoid being born in the heavens is that one does not want to be born in the longevity heavens through one profound meditation. In the heavens of the realm of desire and in Maitreya Bodhisattva's inner court of Tusita in particular, one frequently sees the future Buddha, listens to the Dharma, and practices. So it is all right to be reborn there. Some people said, why not advocate being reborn in Amitabha's Pure Land? They should know the Amitabha Buddha's most blissful Pure Land is the Pure Land particular to the Great Vehicle, in which the Sravaka Buddhists generally do not believe of, which they are ignorant. This will be explained in the Dharma of the Great Vehicle in chapter 5. For now, the discussion concerns the Dharma that thoroughly connects and is shared in common by the 5 vehicles. Some people said in the past, Buddha Simha practiced the doctrines of Maitreya, vowing to be born in the inner court of Tusita, but instead he ended up in the outer court enjoying sensual pleasures. So it may not be reliable to be reborn in the Pure Land of Tusita. These people do not know that the story of Buddha Singha, being born in the outer court, was purposely spread by other people with ulterior motives, but was never mentioned in the biographies of those who transmitted the doctrines of Maitreya, such as Paramata, the Tripitaka master Xuanzang, Asanga, and Vasubandhu. In brief, regardless of the kind of capacity one has for studying Buddhism, one needs only to take refuge in the three treasures: give properly, keep the precepts purely, and vow to return to Maitreya's Pure Land. One is guaranteed to progress upward in the course of practice through seeing the future Buddha and hearing the Dharma frequently. So one should not worry about the possibility of future regression. Therefore, please sincerely vow to be reborn in the inner court of Dusita and recite, praise the future descending Maitreya Buddha.
Yeah, I think we finished already, huh? Okay, huh? Yes. Okay, finish the whole section already, huh? Okay, so class, let's take a look. A few things to me here. Let's see. Okay, number one. Okay, some people they discouraged to reborn to the to the Maitreya Pure Land. The reason is some they spread the rumors that you might be degrading due to over enjoy in the Tushita heaven. But anyway, in Tushita heaven, there is an inner court and the external and the outer court. So please, if you wish to meet the Maitreya Buddha, please make sure you go to the inner court, but just don't stay at the outer court. You need to say you go for the wrong courthouse already. Okay, so make sure you go to the right one, then you are able to meet the Maitreya Buddha. So this is the main thing. Secondly, I think what you might misunderstood is for Western Pure Land, mostly they are aiming. Oh no, I think you're right. For Western Pure Land, for those who aim to Western Pure Land, you must make a bodhi vow. Okay, make a bodhi vow. But for Maitreya Pure Land, you are not it is not necessary for you to make a body vow, even though you aim for being a Sravaka, but you are still eligible to reborn there. See or not? Because a body vow is not that easy to, for everybody to make, you see, because it's a little bit hard. It's many kappas away, something like that. Okay. It takes very long. Okay. Okay, so we finished the class already. Okay, so before we begin the next chapter, what I would like to do is please, okay, I will give you about maybe just 10 minutes. Okay, you have the sketch, you have the diagram, right? Everybody, Kwan-san, do you have the diagram for the whole? For the whole thing. Okay, so please go through the diagram, the 5 vehicle. Please try to find out which part is really inspire you. Okay, so I just give you, okay, because the diagram is so simple. Once you go through the diagram, sometimes you are not able to understand, not enough for understanding. You have to go through, have a look, to your notes, okay, to your notes, okay. Then once you, once you already realize that which part is quite relevant to you and very inspiring you, after the 10 minutes, you just sort it out. Okay, so after 10 minutes, I will separate all of you to 2 groups, to 2 different rooms. Okay, then you share to each other. Okay, then I think about, I will conduct it. Okay, so I give you 10 minutes to do the things. And then another 10 minutes, 15 minutes for the sharing, another 10 minutes for the sharing. So later on, I will break the room, we all unite together and celebrate for the Mooncake Festival. But I don't see the moon. Amanda moon's is bigger than my moon. Okay, the rest, I don't see your moon. Later, you have to make a cup of tea for yourself. Okay, so now the time. Okay, Kwan-san, do you have, the diagrams? Kwan-san, do you have or not?